Good morning, world. How are ya? Okay, so it is Mother's Day. Just about quarter to 8 a.m. I'm just waiting on a shuttle. Still dealing with the foot pain. So I think I've kind of nipped it in the bud a bit. Still not feeling like 100%, but I'm gonna try out I'm gonna slack back. 19.7 miles, so about 20 miles from VA 311 back here to Daleville. I extended my room for the night. Going to be going over McCavie Knob and Tinker Cliffs. Alright, so back up at the parking lot, right where I had the Trail Magic. Yeah, I may be slack packing today, but I am not skipping any miles. What they don't show you is there's a ton of awesome features on the way up to McAfee Knob. All these rocks in the background and stuff. It's awesome. Alright. McAfee Knob.
Through the wind, I give in. I'm storming, breaking like the tide. Every time a bit dizzy, I close my eyes and feel the physics. I'm standing waiting, patience, like an oak I was staying.
So that's a long ways down. Especially when you have a fear of heights. A popular touristy spot. It's alright. So I still have, what do I still have? 15.7 to go today. This ought to be fun. While I am happy that I went up and did McCavie Knob, I am slack packing today. It's good, honestly, right now, especially for my feet. But I also realized that it was too soon to come back out on with the tops of my feet being the way that they are. Now, I get myself in the conundrum of it's still 15:06 back into Daleville, but I'm gonna have to take another day off to try and rest the tops of my feet. So that's why I'm hiking. It is freaking cool. Okay, Tinker Cliffs, 0.1 away. It's kind of nice. Ah, man. So, yeah, definitely should have waited on the feet. Stepped on a rock, a little loose one, and oh my gosh, just brutal pain. But all the cool stuff is making up for it today, so I'm going to try and muscle through. Why is the AT not going through this? Man. Nice. Hey guys, look at that view behind me. Tinker Cliffs. Yeah. That's pretty cool. It is going to be hard to make miles today. This is rocky outcropping after rocky outcropping. It's kind of awesome. But also, I still have 11 miles left to my day. 8 miles in, and my feet feel like I've already done 20. No bueno. I don't like it. It's alright. Another day of rest. Ice. You know, the whole rice thing. Rest, ice, compress, elevate. That's going to be me all day yesterday. Or yesterday. Yeah. All day tomorrow. I'm not going anywhere. Ugh. Sadly, I really want to camp down in there. There's just so much cool stuff today. Man. Even sleigh packing, I don't know if I'm going to make the miles.
It's funny how it all played out. Broken dreams seldom get realized. For me, you were a part of life that escaped and left me outside.
Yeah, you guys remember when I was coming down into the NOC, picked up the knee brace for the knee pain. Well, the top of this foot pain is, yeah, it's bad. I've already had a couple days off, and I think 20 was definitely pushing it to try out my feet. So, yeah. I'm gonna be hobbling back in again. Go figure. I have to take it easy. That's the hard part of this, is taking it easy. It's just a mental game, because you know, like physically, you know, like, oh, I can do 20, 25, 30. But your brain's like, yeah, you can, but you should be doing like 15 at most. I was like, oh, that's the hard part, is limiting yourself and also slowing down. So, yeah. But if you don't do it, you'll pay for it. That's the problem. I'm pretty sure that the only thing that's going to take me out at this through hike is my own stupidity of trying to keep myself in it, and my own pride. Sorry about that. Had to fight with a bug on my leg. This was the dumbest idea I think I've ever had. Yeah, I'll do 20 miles and see how my feet feel. I should have did like 10. I mean, there was no cutoff point at 10, but I thought I'd been all right. Oh, man. I'm gonna need some serious rest time after this. I'm sorry, I'm just... part of the reason why I'm really out here is just I am so brutally hard on myself. And things I say to myself, I wouldn't dare say to another person. Oh, man. Like, extremely hard on myself for being fat and lazy, or too sensitive, or not sensitive enough. But just beat myself up. And then I literally beat myself up. Now I'm kicking myself in the butt for not taking it easier. I know I've been saying that a lot this time, but it happens. Man. Yeah, I kind of just stepped wrong and had shooting pain, and like, okay. But yeah, anyways, later. So real quick, before anybody says no rain, no pain, no Maine, I live in Maine. Guess what happens if I fall and break my leg? I'm going to Maine. Whether it rains on me or not, guess where I'm gonna go? I hate that saying so much. But, yeah, let's get to Maine. It's a really cool overhang right above the trail. All right, just made it back to the hotel. 7 hours, 20 miles. So, whew, I'm thinking it's not a stress fracture, thank God. But way too soon to be out killing miles. So, I'm going to be catching back up to the Weasel Division on Tuesday. Already sent them messages, talked to them. All good and ready to go. I just got to extend the room for one more night. And I think what I'll do tomorrow is I will record a gear video. Gives us something to do, right? Anyway, though, guys, I tell you what, I need to ice up my feet, take a shower, all that good stuff, and rest. So I will see you later.